Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Welcome to Lesson 2 of Practical Research 2. Types of Research. Basic Research. Also called Fundamental or Pure Research. This type of research seeks to discover basic truths or principles in our world. It aims to explore an unknown body of knowledge and discover new facts. The result of basic research in theoretical knowledge have no immediate usefulness to man, but it may be used as a foundation or basis for future research. Some examples are Boyle's law, Charles' law, and Archimedes' principle. Applied research. This type of research seeks new applications to the solution of a problem, develop new system or procedures, new device or new method to solve a problem. It produces a knowledge of practical use to man. For example, a research on gas production will be conducted in order to address the gas shortage experienced by a specific area or city. Developmental research. This is a decision-oriented research in response to an immediate need to improve existing practices. For example, an ongoing research on developing a working vaccine for COVID-19 is still undergoing in order to alleviate the damages done by this pandemic. Classification of research according to where the research is situated or conducted. Library research. Done in a library where a plethora of resources are available, from printed materials to e-books. The main purpose of this research is to give information on related topics and problems. However, due to the accessibility of the Internet, libraries are not as popular as they are before. Field research is a research conducted in a natural setting. This is applicable to both descriptive and experimental methods. For example, National Statistics Office usually sends out social workers to all the houses in a certain area in order to record the current population. The data gathered from these field operations can be used in many other researches for the benefit of the country, the community, and the people themselves. Laboratory research. The research is conducted in an isolated, well-equipped area with controlled conditions. The three main purposes of this research are: 1. To test hypotheses derived from theory, 2. Control variance under research conditions, and 3. Discover relations between independent and dependent variables. For example, if a researcher wants to find out whether pellets or bread increases crab meat, then he would want to isolate some crabs from a natural setting in order to avoid those crabs from eating their natural diet, since this will affect the result and he will not find out which of the two feeds increases crab meat. Quantitative and qualitative research. There are two specific types of research that we need to differentiate. Although nowadays, a lot of research use hybrid methods in order to utilize the strengths of these two. In terms of developing a problem statement, quantitative research usually wants to test a hypothesis, or would like to answer a specific problem. Qualitative research, on the other hand, wants to discover ideas coming from general research objects. Quantitative research measures and tests numerical, quantifiable structured data, while qualitative research observes and interprets unstructured data. Upon collating data, quantitative research subjects these data to the appropriate statistical method. Qualitative researcher, on the other hand, would need to summarize the data and find patterns or trends that comes out of the data, while bearing in mind the context of which the problem statement is founded upon. Quantitative researchers will then make an objective conclusion based on the numbers that came out of the statistical treatment. On the contrary, qualitative researchers interprets the results based on the patterns and sometimes with the help of gut feeling. Common methods of quantitative research are surveys and experiments, while qualitative researchers do interviews, focus group discussions, and observations. This course will be focusing on quantitative research. Quantitative research uses numbers in stating generalizations about a given problem or inquiry. It also utilizes objective scales of measurement of the units of analysis called variables. The use of statistics in determining whether there are significant relationships or differences between variables are one of its key features. Characteristics of quantitative research. Data to be gathered should be quantifiable, such as age, gender, educational status, salary, and others. Abstract variables such as emotions, Feelings and others are usually avoided since it will be hard to put them under statistical treatment. Instruments such as survey questionnaire or laboratory procedures usually undergo accuracy, reliability and validity tests. Since most of the data are numerical, figures, tables and graphs are used to show results and findings. Large population yields more reliable data. Getting data from a large population usually yields more reliable data, since you can get better picture of what's happening to the population on a bigger scale. However, due to financial and time issues, only a sample of the population are included in research studies. Quantitative methods can be repeated to verify findings in another setting. For example, DepEd Regional 11 already conducted a study on what are the factors affecting the reading comprehension of grade 7 students. Same methods can be used, if for example, Region 9 or 12 wants to conduct same research, quantitative research answers specific problems, or wants to prove or disprove a hypothesis. It therefore puts emphasis on finding proofs rather than new discoveries. Strengths of quantitative research. Some of the strengths of quantitative research are, but is not limited to the following. It is considered to be the most reliable and valid way of concluding results, giving way to a new hypothesis or disproving it. As was stated before, bigger sample population brings more reliable and valid generalizations. If designed properly, experiments can filter out external factors so that results can be seen as real and unbiased. Weaknesses of quantitative research. Some of the weaknesses of quantitative research are, but is not limited to the following. It is costly, difficult and time-consuming. Especially for field research studies where manpower, materials, machinery and moment of time are essential factors in conducting the study. Laboratory research also has the same difficulties, since laboratory equipment and tools do not come cheap. Extensive statistical treatment is required. Any false move during the data collection will affect the results and thus affect the interpretation. Statisticians or mathematicians are preferable in order to perform the most suitable statistical treatment and to interpret the results. Since these two experts are not as many as other professions, their fees also not cheap. Limited, proven or unproven results may not represent uncertainty or gray areas. Since quantitative research uses numerical data, it may not give perspective on other factors that numbers cannot represent. These gray areas can actually provide more information about the problem or hypothesis in question, but it is not included onto the picture since they cannot be quantified. This is where the use of qualitative methods are applicable. Thank you for watching Lesson 2. In Lesson 3, we will be talking about the different kinds of quantitative research. See ya there.